am retiring for the third time. They say the third time sticks. We'll see. In 2013, my wife and I moved to the St. Louis area to be near our children and our grandchildren. That was the second time that I retired. But then I learned about weight shift control trikes and a whole new way of flying light sport aircraft. My bucket list suddenly expanded. I had to take lessons, I had to fund the hobby, and that meant I had to go back to work for the third time. I saved all my money and I bought that yellow trike. And for a year I had fun flying up and down the Mississippi River. But then my friend invited me over across the Mississippi River to land in a grass airstrip so that I could fly with him. I would say I had a bad landing. My wife would say, "You had a crash." It was pilot error, and I totaled my trike. It was God's will that I survived. I walked away from that crash. Oh, I was banged and bruised up a bit, but I did survive. When the insurance money came in, my wife said to me, "Dan, you can get another trike." And then, with a gleam in her eye, and you know what I'm talking about, she says to me, "Or we could go on that long-awaited Alaskan cruise." Well, there's only one right answer to that proposal, and so I am retiring for the third time, and we are planning that Alaskan cruise. But then, my church buys this land and 2 buildings, and they're opening up a whole new outreach ministry to the community called Care Connections. Care Connections is a place where people who are suffering a life crash can come and get support. It's a place where Christians can share their hope for a future beyond a crash. Perhaps the crash is a divorce in someone's life, or the loss of a child, or perhaps it's due to some type of abuse. And why do we have a Care Connections? Because that is what Jesus Christ would have us to do. It's the way we live and share our faith with those who are in need. It's a way that we share our faith in a loving, caring God who has a plan for each and every one of us, a plan to help us and not to harm us, a plan to give us new life. I have to be involved. I've retired for the third time. But you see, God hasn't retired me. He has a plan for me. And I look forward to Care Connections opening this summer.